Hello, and welcome back to the Becoming Rich podcast. I'm your host, Rachel Monica. This is a space where we are becoming rich in self-worth, love, and the life that we truly desire. If you're watching this video, you will see very clearly we are in an old space. We are back in Burlington recording this episode because I'm officially moving into my man's place next weekend. So this weekend is basically the time that I'm packing everything up, getting it prepped and like moving things where they need to go. And then next weekend we're coming with a truck and actually taking all the furniture. I'm so excited. You have no idea how excited I am to finally like feel settled into my new life. Can you believe it? And so that's kind of why this episode is what it is. I am just so excited to share this with you. The power of declaring, because it has gotten me to where I am, and it has happened over and over and over again that I need to share with you the proof and like the experiences that I've gone through so that can give you the proof that you need to do it yourself. Because I'm sure you've maybe heard this before, and a lot of manifestation, it's you're understanding, but I know just from my own experience, I know that there's probably a part of you that doesn't believe it. And so that part of you that doesn't believe it is the part of you that's not going to do the thing to get you to actually get the things that you want. If you don't believe in something, you are automatically not going to put the amount of action into getting that thing because you already don't believe in it. When you have full faith in something, your actions are going to show through that. And that's what actually is the perfect combination in drawing things to you. People get manifestation wrong and they think that all you need to do is believe and it'll just come to you. It's when you believe, that's when you actually put the action needed, and you're also open to hearing messages that you need to hear that are going to guide you to where you need to go. I want declaring to become a habit for you. This isn't about wishing and hoping. This is declaring and knowing. And once you use this tool, like you start declaring things in your life, you will genuinely get the shit that you want over and over and over again. It's like you are declaring something so clearly that the universe has no choice but to give that to you. So today I want to explain what declaring is, why it works, and how you can start using it intentionally in your life. I have to share some like really the biggest moments in my life that have happened to me through declaring, which I mean the biggest one is literally I'm moving. So you see it, you are seeing it, you are watching it in real time. It's happening in real time. And I can't wait to tell you this story. It's so freaking good. Declaring is, this is what I want. This is what I've decided. This is what I'm available for. It's like an energy. There's no other option. So you are not entertaining anything else besides the one thing that you're declaring. And it needs to be so crystal clear. You need to be clear on what it is you want. Because when you say, oh, I really want this, I'm going to talk about men. If I really want this kind of man, I really want a man that's going to treat me like this. I really want a man that's going to, this is what he does for a living. I really want a man that's going to blah, 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 blah. But then I'm going to entertain this guy who actually treats me the opposite of what I want. I have fun with him because summer's coming up and at least we can like hang out and we can hook up and like I'll get my needs met and that'll be so much fun. Have fun. Have fun. No one is telling you that you can't have fun. And women have needs. Sure. What are you telling the universe? How serious are you to have your dream man? How serious are you? You're entertaining someone that he's fully telling you to your face through his actions that he's not interested in you. And you are still entertaining it because maybe you're attached. It could be that, or it could be you're actually just genuinely, you're detached, but you're just entertaining this because you can't be alone or you don't want to be alone. That's fine. But again, what are you showing the universe? What are you declaring? Nothing. Because you're saying, I'm okay with this. In your mind, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking that I am allowed to entertain these things. It doesn't mean that my dream man isn't going to come. It doesn't mean that, like, that's not going to happen. I can meet him anytime, anywhere. You are pushing him away. The dream man that you want, you're pushing him away because all your energy is going towards the things that are not for you. You're not going to get this. If you want this, you need to declare it. And that's just with everything. Where your energy goes is what expands. So when your energy is focused on people that are draining you, people that are not for you, not what you actually genuinely want, the kind of person that you want to spend your life with. When you continue entertaining and giving that your energy, that continues to expand. Let that go. Work on letting that go. Like, honestly, enough is enough. Let go of things, jobs, people, relationships that are not serving you and that you know that you don't want. Learn to let it go. Focus on you and what you need to do to let that go. Because the second that you do and you shift your focus on what it is that you actually desire, you actually want, those things are going to gravitate towards you because you now have this freed up space to be able to. You're available. Even when you're on this side, and this is like the time to declare, because then you can get clear with yourself. What is it that I want? You need to collapse all timelines besides the one timeline of the thing that you want. You are choosing this specific reality. And in your mind, I need you to literally have tunnel vision. This is what's happening. Now, that version of you who has it, she thinks differently, she acts differently, she chooses differently. So naturally, your reality is going to start to shift in getting you that reality. Let's say I really want to be someone that is a leader. I want to be helping people. I really want to have my own platform. Okay. Well, if I'm serious and I have a goal, like I have a set goal in mind, this is what I truly, truly desire, then I am going to naturally put all of my effort and my energy into creating that, which is, well, how am I showing up on my social media? Am I consistently showing up on my podcast? Do I even create a podcast? What am I building? What am I creating in order to get me to becoming this leader with a platform? If I don't have that clarity, then everything else is shaky. Then I'm kind of dipping into this, dipping into that. You're kind of all over the place and things aren't building in the direction that you actually want. And I don't want you to get this wrong, like it takes a lot of work or effort, because it's not. Like it really isn't. When I think about the times in my life that I've declared, which I'm going to share, I didn't put more effort and work harder in order to get the things that I want. I just declared it and I put my focus on what it is that I wanted. I have declared things over like my lifetime. I could give you like a few different examples. One of them was when I became a buyer. That was like the first time that I fully remember that I declared something. I started working I really want to be a buyer, so I moved to Toronto because I thought that opportunities were just going to be there. And once I got to Toronto, I saw this small company and boutique, and I was like, okay, if I work for a small business like this, the chances of me moving up into the company and becoming a buyer are much larger than a big corporate company. So I ended up starting that job as an assistant buyer. And I told everyone from day one, I don't care about growing in management. I don't really care about anything about being here retail. My goal, my dream, I am here to be a buyer. That's my purpose here. And I told everyone that. Everyone knew I'm here to be a buyer. Everyone. So there were these like buying reports. I put my heart and soul, my blood, sweat, and tears in those buying reports. Like I put in the work. And I called management and I'd be like, hey, like, all my actions were bringing me closer to the thing that I was declaring, which I was going to be a buyer for M. So because I knew that this was what it was just going to be mine. Like my energy was, I'm here to do this. Like there was no other option that I saw for myself. I was only an assistant buyer at an assistant manager at M to be a buyer. That was it. I didn't want to be a manager. I didn't want to grow. Nothing. I want to be a buyer. I am here to be a buyer. And so because of that energy and that clarity and that the way I declared it, I did everything in my power to bring that to me. So I would call the buyers, hey, what's going on? Is a position available? Blah, blah, blah. So they knew who I was. They knew who I was from my buying reports because they stood out, because I put everything into it. And I remember I have like Snapchats where I was like M's new buyer because I sent like an idea for them to create. They ended up creating a bunch of things that I was sending in the buying report. So I'm like, technically I'm a buyer, because I'm like designing things for the store before I was even a buyer. Anyways, and I ended up, the path looked different though, because I ended up getting a buying job somewhere else, left, then they called me back and I went back and I had that job. So that was like my first example of like declaring something and it actually coming to fruition before I even knew anything about manifestation. My next one that I really want to share, this one is nuts. I know I've shared a lot about my manifestation with my man and how I attracted him into my life, which is a testament to declaring, because in my journal, I declared who he was, how he was going to make me feel, every single detail about who he is. And I said no to the people that weren't it. I said no over and over and over again. Even the ones that were like pretty good. Honestly, if I shared the people that I would date, they'd be like, Rach, why would you let that go? Because it wasn't for me. Like, not for me. Not what I wanted. Not my actual dream. Even if they looked like a dream on paper, it wasn't it for me. And I was 32 years old. And like everyone thought, like my family literally thought I was never going to find someone. And I knew what I wanted. I declared what I wanted. And there was just a part of me deep down that just was not willing to settle. And I waited this long. I'm going to wait until I have the dream that I want. And it happened. Something that I declared, a very specific, because declaring is like, you need to get very, very specific with it, okay? I declared when I was looking for condos, we found this condo, okay? And in this building in particular that we ended up buying a condo, we looked at multiple floors. And you would think that, you get the floor that's at the top because they're nicer and like the best view. But the ones at the top were like smaller. Like the floor plan was just small. Like it wasn't very open space concept. Whereas this condo that I ended up getting is massive. Like the living room and the kitchen is just all one big room. Like right when you open the door, it's just big. Like you can run around, okay? And the thing that sold me was the kitchen. You guys, the kitchen is so... You guys have to watch my vlog if you want to see like the full kitchen, because it's just the most beautiful kitchen in the world. Like, okay, that's so dramatic. It's just like a house-sized kitchen. It's not the most beautiful kitchen in the world, but it's a house-sized kitchen, not a condo-sized kitchen. So that's really what sold me. I was like, I think I need this condo. Now, the balcony, massive, cool, beautiful. But they were building a building right in front of my condo. But at this point there was just like a little, like, you know, the sales homes. There was no construction. So I asked, okay, if I were to get this condo, what is the time frame that building is going to be built? Because they were apparently building a whole other tower right in front of my balcony. So it would have completely blocked my entire view. And I work from home. Like, yes, the kitchen sold me, but the view sold me. The view is like, I can't live in a box and then not be able to see nature. I will literally go insane. I'm already going insane living in Canada. Let's not make it worse. You know what I mean? This condo, okay, is being built and it's going to block my whole thing. So my view, you can see the water in the back. You see all the buildings, all the blue sky. I love the blue sky. I get sun. Gorgeous, stunning. They were like, yeah, well, that building is going to go up in 2-3 years. So I was like, okay, do I want to be living in a condo for 2-3 years? No. In my mind, I was like, this condo is temporary. This is the condo that I live in until I meet the love of my life, and me and the love of my life are going to move in together. Like, I actually envisioned, even though I want to live in a house so bad, like, I'm so over condos, you guys. I'm so over it. I want to live in a house so bad. My Chulo deserves, he's in here, he's sleeping. Say hi. Oh, dee. Chulo deserves to have a backyard to run around in. Grass. I would love to wake up every morning and put my feet on grass, okay? But for some reason, I visualized moving in with my boyfriend. I think because, like, realistically in my mind, I'm like, well, once we start dating, he's gonna obviously have his own condo. So in my mind, it's so crazy, I literally visualized he was gonna have a condo in Toronto, because, like, that just made sense to me in my brain. I'm like, he's gonna have a condo in Toronto, and then I'm gonna move into that condo with him, and then obviously then the next step is gonna be getting the house. And so I had this vision in my mind, and I'm like, I have 2-3 years. I have 2-3 years to find a boyfriend and move in his condo and get out of here, and then move in a house eventually. So because I had that vision, and I declared in 2-3 years, not even the 2-3 years things, because I didn't know when this was going to be up. I declared when this covered my view, I'd be out of here. Okay. And I told everyone, if you're any of my laser clients, you know, every single one of my laser clients, when they would come in, they would see them, like, when they started building, everyone would say, oh my God, so this is going to start blocking your view eventually. And I'd be like, yeah, but I won't be here. Like, once it blocks my view, like, I won't be here. I swear to God, I would talk like that. And then my clients would be like, oh, like, where are you going to be? Where are you going? And I'm like, well, I'm going to go with my boyfriend. And then, like, me and my boyfriend will decide, like, where we're going to live. Like, I'm not really sure. Oh, are you dating anyone? No, I just mean, like, future. I swear on my life. Like, I'm actually insane. But I literally was like, no, me and my boyfriend are obviously going to decide where we're going to live together. And I was so confident. I was so delusional. I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to be here when that's up. There's no way I can be here when that's blocking my view. I'll actually DIE. Can't do that. So that was me declaring that I wasn't going to be here once this condo built up, okay? So imagine this is the water, okay? This is the water. This is my entire view. The building's here. As soon as it blocked my view, I'm you guys, as soon as it blocked my view, that's when I met my man. Actually, when I first met him, I could still see the water. It was still relatively low. It wasn't like too bad. But then I started staying at his place a lot and like living at his place. And I literally remember coming back to this condo and looking outside and like, I was like, holy shit. Like it just felt like such a jump from like where they were before. And now it's completely blocking my view. And I don't live here anymore. Like, what? It's so, like, how did I meet my man? And literally, I mean, I met my man and moved in with him like a month later. So like basically in the month that I met him, right when it blocked my view, I was out. Okay? At the end of the day, I trust in my path and what's meant to happen. Like, I try not to control how, because I have tried. My whole life I've tried. And obviously, things are going to happen exactly when they're meant to, how they're meant to. But what I have noticed and what I've experienced is how simple but how powerful it is to get very, very clear on very specifics in my life, in my career, even with like dollar amounts. Like when I have gotten specific and clear on the dollar amounts that I want to make in a specific month, and I put all my energy and my mind into it, it literally happens. When you're declaring and when you're deciding, you're not doing that from lack, because that energy of lack, oh, I don't have this, oh, I need this because I don't have this, that want, because wanting energy is lack energy, because when you want something, it's because you don't have it. You can desire something because it's going to add to your life, but you need to be in the fulfillment without. When you're not coming from that desperation, you're just coming from clarity, you're going to attract that kind of energy back to you. I hope that I've made it clear enough that declaring isn't just words, it's an embodiment. So it's that attached to it. It's like every time I've gotten clear on what it is I want, and then I embodied it, like I actually am this. Like this is actually just a part of my story, a part of my timeline. I believed it so delusionally that I literally spoke it out to people. It happened every time. I know that sometimes it's hard to have clarity, but that's why it's so important to cut off things that you know aren't for you and just sit with yourself and come back to like what it is that you want. Your life will change the moment you stop asking and you start choosing. Your life is just a set of choices. Every day you have a choice. What is it that you want? Are your actions aligning you with getting what you want? If you don't even know what you want, how can your actions align you with getting there? You need to create a definite path of this is where I'm at, this is what I want, write a timeline, make the specifics, and then slowly you will make decisions based off of what it is that you declared. So things can start aligning down that path and gravitate you closer to your deep desire. The version of you who has everything that you desire already exists. That's the thing. It already exists. The version of you who has everything you desire exists. It's about declaring and stepping into that version. Okay, I hope this was like so motivating and so exciting, because it's so motivating and so exciting for me, because I'm also on this path. Like I am learning about manifestation. I am becoming, greater versions of me as I go. And so like, that's why it makes me so excited to share, because I want you to see my life as proof that it's possible for you too, because I needed this. I needed to see it happen for other people to believe in myself. Even though I was like, I've been in the last like 5-6 years, like deeply spiritual and into the self-development world. So I do believe, I do understand the concepts, but you have to do a lot of rewiring because we weren't built in a society that is about this life. So I hope that this has like been a really good motivation, inspiration. I need to show you now. I actually need to show you before we move on the building. Look at that. Come on. Anyways, and this is my condo. You're only seeing this if you're on the video, but if you want to see, go into my podcast video on my YouTube. Okay. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. I would love to hear feedback from you. DM me on Instagram, comment here, comment on YouTube, wherever it is. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys so much, and I will see you next week. Mwah!